Welcome to Telecom Business School. Today's theme is telecom startups and why they face unique challenges in telecom. Our guest today is TK, the COO in DOCOMO Euro-Labs. And before joining us, he also gained hands-on experience in corporate venture capital. So, hi TK.
Hi Claire, happy to be here.
Yes.
I'm glad to talk about startups
Yes, me
and
too.
my experiences about venture capital.
I'm very curious. So let's move on to today's topic. So these days it feels like startups are everywhere. Every week there's a new app, a new fintech, a new AI company. Is it the same in telecom?
Yeah, well, yes and no. We do see a lot of companies entering the telecom industry, especially 5G, 6G, or cybersecurity, cloud. But surviving here is harder than in many other industries. I'd like to tell you about two reasons why telecom startups have it harder.
So should we start with the first one?
Yeah, the first one is the market size. Do you know the word TAM or SAM? Yeah, their total addressable market or serviceable available market. In other words, how big is the opportunity and how much we can realistically win.
Okay. So, right, investors love, of course, big numbers. So,
Yeah, so startup founders usually exaggerate themselves by using big TAM or SAM. But in telecom industry, the numbers aren't that big.
okay.
So smartphones are exceptional,
Okay.
but base stations or core network nodes, the total number of equipments are very small. And the replacement cycle is also long. Once the operator use the equipment, they use more than 7 to 10 years.
Oh,
So that means sales take time, and the POC (proof of concept) projects can stretch over years. So for startup, they have to keep the money and avoid burning money. But that slow cycle
yeah.
can be deadly.
Yes, I can imagine. So the market is not just small, but also slow.
Yeah, exactly. That's why startups need to design products that can also work in adjacent markets. They say not only telecom, but also data centers, connected cars, enterprise, private 5G. Otherwise, the total market is very small.
Okay, and what's the second reason?
Yeah, the second reason is about hardware versus software.
Okay.
So in telecom, we see both. Some startups do cloud software for network management or cybersecurity, but others build physical equipment, antennas, base station, or chipset. The hardware path is much harder.
And why is that?
Yeah, because hardware burns cash faster. And
Okay.
to build the equipment, you need labs, physical materials, factories, compliance testing.
Okay, got it.
They run out money very quickly. So, and also hardware doesn't scale like software.
Okay.
In software, once you develop the product, the marginal cost of serving to the next customer is almost zero.
Okay.
While hardware, it doesn't change.
Oh,
So that's why SaaS companies have gross margins, that means sales minus cost of goods sold, 70 to 80%. But for hardware, you always have material and assembly costs. So that means the gross margin is less than 20%.
so that's of course a huge difference.
Yes, it means even when hardware startups succeed in sales, they struggle to keep generating strong profit.
Okay, so yeah, to be honest, sounds pretty grim. Is there any upside at all?
Yeah, of course. that's
Okay,
the
that's
reason
good.
why many startups entering and challenging. And one good thing about hardware is that once you're in and get approved,
You're in.
yeah, the entry barrier is high and you can be a de facto standard. It's very hard for competitors to replace because the industry assures that they're going to use the hardware for long years.
Got it.
And another one is there are policy tailwinds. For example, governments in the US and Europe are pushing O-RAN or Open RAN and diverse supply chains.
Okay, that's nice.
They support with billions in funding for startup and newcomers. I think that kind of support lowers the entry barrier and make the telecom industry more diverse.
That's really good. So the story is telecom startups face a double challenge. So small, slow markets and the pain of hardware economics. But if they survive, the rewards can be huge because the barriers protect them and new growth areas are opening.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So telecom isn't like apps or fintech where you can grow overnight. They need patience, long time, deep capital, strategic positioning, or political negotiations. But if they can survive, they can do the de facto standard. They can work as a de facto standard and change the industry.
Yeah. So thank you, TK, for that. I've learned something new today just because of you, and thank you for joining us today. We look forward to sharing more in our upcoming Telecom Business School sessions. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to explore from a business perspective, please leave them in the comments. So thank you and bye.
Bye.